Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian, and as always, I'm joined by Dylan.
It's time.
Today, first of all, Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy
New Year's, and happy 300th episode.
Number 3 Centurion.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
How does it feel?
It
300.
feels like the longest streak of anything I've ever done in my life. Besides living. It's
maybe.
ridiculous.
I feel like you've done a pretty good job of, I was gonna say collecting of of games you've collected of DVDs and series of obscure or hard to get.
It's been a while since I got in a game. I think shows and movies would be the closest equivalent.
You have a very nice collection of Gundam models that you know it's a I don't know if it's at 300.
Trying to get rid of them.
I don't know if it's at 300, but it definitely is.
Right. It was. I remember when I first moved in.
Yes.
And we were unpacking everything.
Do we still have a picture of that?
I don't think. I know I don't. But we for sure had them all stacked up against the wall, and it was in the hundreds. Like 100s.
Yeah.
Right.
100 and something.
I didn't have that many, but it was a decent amount.
Man, maybe not. I think I got this phone after.
Yeah, you might have.
Dang, dude, it may be on my old phone. I gotta drudge up my old phone and see if we get. Damn, dude, that's wild.
It took up the whole wall.
It did.
Yeah.
There's
not up to the ceiling, but the entire length of that particular
right.
wall.
There's in most living rooms there's like a wall opposite of our fireplace in our living room area.
Right.
And so obviously it's a wall that one would assume put a sofa on, which is what we have with a nice big sectional that's across that big wall. And whenever you had first moved in, we had them stretched up, across the wall, and stacked maybe 4 or 5 high.
It was
maybe something like that. You probably say.
I remember the stack was just under my height.
Yeah,
it was a good chunk.
Yeah,
but
nice.
Yeah,
the big collection.
That was fucking insane, man.
It was, yeah. But anyways,
I've tried to make as much of a dent in as I can.
But anyways, around that same time, we started the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We started in March of 2020, which was right around my birthday. So we're about to hit our 6-year anniversary.
Wow.
In March. So that's interesting, but here we are at 300 episodes later.
Yeah.
And it coincides, coincidentally, with our Hjönse Awards.
Damn.
And for those who don't know, at the beginning, the first episode of every year, we have a little award ceremony. And it's not a traditional award ceremony. It's not, not all the stuff that's all weighted and skewed and, people buy their way in. You can't buy your way into these awards.
You got to earn it.
Yes. And
initially started because of a Disney Channel original movie.
Yes.
Which we thought was going to be straight up ass.
Right. I had seen it before and I thought it was going to be comical, to laugh at, not with.
But we ended up laughing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
our hearts were warmed a little bit. Yeah.
We enjoyed it way more than we thought we would.
Yeah.
And eventually we decided that was worth an award.
Yes. and again, Ethan is not with us today.
But he was there.
But he was there in the beginning. He was there throughout almost all the beginning episodes. And so obviously he came up with a very goofy spelling for horse, and it's HJO with an umlaut, and it's called Hjönse. And so that is how our name began as these award ceremonies, because it all started with horse sense.
Right.
It all started with a Hjönse. And here we are for our
our dues.
Our 6th annual. Our number. This is or I think
God
again.
damn.
I think if I'm not mistaken, if I look back on it, I think that potentially 1 and 2. This may be our 5th annual because I think 1 and 2 were in the same years.
Right,
I think we retroactively gave horse sense the moniker Roman numeral number one of the award. and then in to name a few, we watched a movie called Chud, which was in the same year, and Chud was a movie. So I'm saying all this because it's the Hjönse Awards are given to a movie that we thought was going to be bad,
right,
or we didn't have high hopes for,
but turned out to be a gem.
Yes, or something that kind of subverted our expectations in some way, where we didn't have high hopes for it, or we thought it was going to be okay,
right,
or we downright thought it was going to be bad in some ways, and maybe it was.
That is to say, we don't actively seek out like bad movies to watch.
Yes.
More often than not, because I don't necessarily have like a lot of quote unquote bad movies in my repertoire.
And
like,
a lot of
I
times,
got some goofy shit in there. Like the entirety of the Showa era of Godzilla films can be considered like
quote unquote
bad.
Yeah.
Goofy. Even though they're like some of the best media produced by man.
Yes. But there is a genre of quote-unquote bad movie, like the Sharknado franchises and all those random, like they are
Velocipaster.
Yes, they are movies that are like made intentionally to kind of be rough around the edges, so people can laugh at them.
Or in the worst case, not made intentionally.
Yes.
That rough.
Which that's a little more embarrassing.
Right.
But anyways. So we look back at the previous year. We look back at all the movies, and in the past, we have not included the series of shows that we've watched because as the years have progressed, we have definitely, between Dylan and I, we have expanded the show to have multi-part episodes.
Right. We watched a lot of shows, like TV type shit.
Right.
As opposed to full-length movies.
A lot of them being like full animes, some of them being classics, some of them being more modern stuff, but we've done episodes in multi-parts this year. And of course, for anybody who's been with us in recent months, we just finished season 1 of Andor, which that's another show that phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
So in the past, we have not included those because we felt like it wasn't quite fair, and it's always kind of been movies, which has kind of been the bread and butter of this show, The Aftermath. But this year, we want to...
We just so happened to watch a lot of shows.
Not to say
we can't help but feel to make the exception.
Yeah, so we may try and add a show onto the list if we see it and we like it and it fits the mold.
If it was good enough.
But there are some movies in here that I do think fit the mold of a Hjönse Award.
Right, for
and
sure.
So anyways. We'll get there. Okay, so I have, like I have throughout the past years, I have created a spreadsheet. It's probably a bit confusing to the average person, and so the only thing that I've done pre-show for Dylan is kind of just go over what the numbers mean, where they are, what it's located, so that way he's surprised by the numbers, but he's not like, what am I looking at?
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm almost certain that's what happened last year. I think I showed Ethan the spread, the Excel spreadsheet, and he literally was like, "What am I looking at?" And I was like, "My bad, my bad, sorry."
Yeah.
So, anyways, are you ready to see the spreadsheet?
I believe I am.
I also on the second monitor here for Dylan as well, I have the our back catalog of episodes, because obviously something that we also do in this show is every now and then we just have a conversation episodes where we sit down, we talk about games that we've played recently, we talk about bullshit in our life that's going on, funny, hilarious moments, and so we may try and touch on some of those episodes as we kind of hit them as we go along in our conversation today. And so I have the back catalog here of all of our very for anybody who, I know I'm drawing this out a little bit on purpose because I want people to get hyped about this. For anybody who doesn't know, the naming conventions of the show are primarily all Dylan's doing. That has been, and it has always been his job. I may be able to throw some suggestions his way, but usually Dylan always has the final say on what the episode names are. So all these very hilarious, very great names are all his doing, maybe with a flavoring of my inspiration as well to help him out. And so because of that, I kind of there's a few of these conversation episodes that don't fit in the award, quote unquote, category, but I think are very hilarious. I want the people to hear, I want to get your opinions and to feel about it. But without further ado, Here's the spreadsheet.
Okay.
So like I said before.
Fuck.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh no.
So as we said before, the former champions are Horse Sense in 2020.
Right.
And then in following years, 2021 and forward, is Chud,
Uh-huh.
Ghost in the Shell, the live-action movie, 2017 release,
Uh-huh.
Godzilla Final Wars.
Damn right.
Yeah, damn right it is. And then
Motherfucking Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
The live action.
Yeah, the live-action Speed Racer movie.
Oh my God. How are we going to top that?
Yeah, so as of 2024, the award had gone to Speed Racer, and that was Hjönse number 5.
Right.
So for the year 2025, we are on we're on trophy number 6. Another thing that we've done throughout these episodes, we have jokingly, ever since Ethan's condition with ulcerative colitis, and he, of course, and also he has moved a little further away than Dylan and I. So there was a period of time where obviously he was very ill, and he didn't live nearly as close. There was a point in time where Ethan did live with us whenever we kind of first started the show. So Ethan was here Ethan is my younger brother, for those who don't know. Anybody who's jumping into the show now, which is a very interesting kind of jump into the show.
But 300, what the fuck are you thinking?
Hey, but welcome. We welcome everyone.
Yeah.
Ethan used to be on almost every episode. So there was the episodes that he, it was easier to count the episodes that he was not on.
Right.
But then, of course, obviously, since his condition had started and he moved a little bit further away, he only comes
on the
around
other side of the spectrum.
Exactly, he comes more sporadically, and so we have kept track throughout the past years.
Oh my God!
So, hold on, yes. So in the year, I think I've only cataloged this since the year 2022.
Right.
So in 22, he was here 19 times. In the year 23. He was here 6 times, so that's when, of course, it dipped out. And, of course, like I had said before, there was a bunch of stuff going on in the year 23. And then he I think he promised to do better in 24, and he did.
Right.
And he got his numbers up to 14, not nearly as good as 2022, but he's doing better.
Right.
But this year, nearly
didn't quite make the core.
About half that. So he was here for 7 episodes this year in this entirety, and that's what this number down here is he was here for 7. And of course, I'd also made the joke, I tabulated, we had a number of guests on. Obviously, again, anybody who's been around this show for long enough, you know Chase.
Right.
Hard to get a hold of. The ethereal being that
has to be summoned.
Timeless and shapeless in form, and of course has to be summoned. Chase was on for 3 episodes this year, which is, again, I don't think nearly a record for him. I think he's been on way more. John was actually here for 2 episodes this year. I think the first one we had on was just a conversation episode with him for this year, and I think that was actually a record because I think the last time he was on was like 21 or 22 or something.
It had been a while.
It had been a handful of years, so we got him on twice this year. And then, of course, we've been talking about getting this boy on this podcast for a hot minute.
The one.
The only.
Kobe.
Our boy Kobe. Our boy Kobe was on, and we did a Dragon Ball Z episode with him, which is only fitting.
Oh, yeah.
For a man of his stature.
The funny thing is, that originated after I had sent him, like, a fucking meme I saw. Where it was just this super compressed, like, pixelated image that said, "Rethink your evening." And it was just a picture of, like, the DVD cover of Dragon Ball Z Cooler's Revenge with, like, some fucking snacks and, like, beer around it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good time to me.
Yep.
I was like, so when are you actually going to be, like, on an episode for that? Because I'm saving a lot of the Dragon Ball stuff for you. And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I mean, whenever I've got a free evening, just hit me up. I'll let you know." And we finally got the motherfucker on here.
Yes, we
did.
For
the first time.
Yes, we did. And it was on Cooler's Revenge.
I'm the strongest in the universe.
So, and the joke that I made to Dylan earlier is that if you count all of Chase's appearances, the 2 appearances of John and Kobe, technically, we've had 6 guest appearances, and Ethan's been here for 7. So, the thing is,
he just barely
competition. Exactly. So, He's still doing good. Ethan's still around.
Right.
For now, he's doing a lot better with his condition, and he's, of course, we try and get him on as much as we can.
Right.
But enough picking on him aside. We started off this year with the road to El Dorado, and this is again. I had mentioned to Dylan I was making this spreadsheet, and he was sitting here. We were listening to some tunes, jamming out to some old Smash Brother tracks from Melee and Brawl.
You damn right.
And this is the one that I was commenting on. The first episode of 2025 was the Road to El Dorado with Ethan was on that show.
Oh, man.
And dude, I looked at that and I was like, there's no way that was a year ago.
I couldn't believe it.
No, me either.
That's insane.
That was literally a year ago. That episode released. Where is it? Here we go. Literally a couple days away from being a year.
Jesus,
shit's insane.
Yeah.
And then we hit a couple big ones out the park here at the beginning. Episode 251, Nausicaa.
Valley of the Wind, dude.
Beautiful.
The fucking rage wave of bugs.
Oh, bruh.
The ohms.
Yeah.
They ain't fucking around, dude.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then 252.
Motherfucking terror of...
No.
I'm sorry. I'm getting those mixed up.
Yes.
Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. The Heisei era.
Yes.
That shit.
Good stuff.
Oh, my God, dude.
A great beginning to the year.
Oh, yeah. It's not a full year if there's no Godzilla.
I don't think it... Yeah. A couple of our conversation episodes in between this was electronic empathy, which apparently I had talked about.
You ended up having a heart-to-heart with ChatGPT.
Yeah. I ended up sitting there and just kind of like ranting and raving to ChatGPT, and it said some really powerful stuff that I was like, damn, how nice.
Motherfucker gave you a reach around while he was at it too.
Well, no. 253 was called Backpack Bomb Bonanza.
We had to have talked about Helldivers with that. Yep, sure enough.
Yeah. And then of course we talked about that AI artist that I was looking at on Instagram, the Durgelvogler. For a low price of $1 million, this too could be yours.
Right.
Beware the wrath of Piggy Lig, the infinite trickster.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course. I mean, if there's any of you, we talked about friggin' hell bombs and Helldiver stuff. So, but anyways, Event Horizon was 254.
Mm-hmm.
And I would talk about a list of bangers.
A cornerstone of sci-fi horror.
Yes. Event Horizon from Up on Poppy Hill, and then Appleseed. Bam, bam, bam. One after the next,
Holy
dude.
Shit.
That's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is Appleseed, was that just a OVA or was it
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it was an old school OVA.
That's what I thought.
And the only 2D adaptation of that franchise, by the way.
Oh.
Rest of it's all 3D.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember you talking about that.
Yep.
And it was not nearly as good?
I don't know if I'd say it was... I don't know. It's hard to compare, like...
Oh, gosh, dude.
Because, I mean, the original looks fantastic, right?
Oh, my gosh, dude. I forgot about this big... Look at that big dude. Wow, what a vibe.
Damn right. Motherfucker's the leader of the wide back committee.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
It's the goddamn Zeta and Vasaraga phenotype.
Oh, is it ever, dude?
I mean, look at that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
what a guy.
You got a brick shit house,
yes,
and then a fucking blonde bombshell
that
kicks ass. It's an unbeatable combination.
It's a beautiful sight to see, I promise.
Look at his little ears.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God, that's my favorite part.
What a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then of course from Up on Poppy Hill, I had forgotten about that one as well.
Yeah. That one's one of my personal favorites.
That one's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. I mean, like I had said before, we watched a lot of Ghibli films this year that we
more than I thought
that that have not been episodes. We may have seen a couple of these before, but we actually did episodes this year for them.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me. And then, of course,
oh boy, yeah, This was the start. Oh my god.
It
was nonstop.
Dude, 2:57. We watched the irresponsible Captain Tylor.
Oh yes.
And I kept mispronouncing it as the as the irresistible Captain Tylor.
I mean, he is.
He is, and that's why I think I keep saying it.
Motherfuckers can't stay away from him,
bruh. And I really, gosh,
it's so good.
I had feelings about that show.
Mm-hmm.
I still have feelings about that show.
Oh yeah, it's one of the greats.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to watch it again. But to be honest, one that we haven't done in even longer time that I think I would want to watch instead is Outlaw Star.
Oh yeah,
we haven't watched that in a hot minute, and it's also, dude. But we also have other shows that we haven't finished yet.
Right.
So I got to slow myself down. There's a bunch of old shows I want to rewatch. There's a bunch of new shows that we haven't finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you. Well, it's not even a new show. It's a show I haven't watched yet. I'm looking at you, G Gundam.
Oh man,
Mr. $1,000 online. Bullshit ass. Stupid.
Don't remind me.
I'm sorry. And then something that I was not expecting to like as much as I did.
This one came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
To be honest.
Of course, before we continue too far, we watched the OVAs kind of intermittently between this, but we watched the 1,000-Year Blood War for Bleach.
Oh yeah.
And we watched as much as we had on hand, or well, I'm saying as
Both
much as Dylan had on
Blu-ray
hand.
volumes.
Yes,
is what I currently own. But
yes.
honestly, you could thank Dakota,
right?
For that little tirade into the Soul Society.
What a guy.
Mm-hmm.
There's another movie on this list later that we're about to get to that he was kind of upset that he wasn't here for, and I'm sad that he wasn't here either.
I had spent the weekend, or one weekend, over at his place, and we fucking binged everything that was out currently of the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Good stuff.
I got it.
It's
Ian
good
has
stuff.
tertiary knowledge of this series. I have to show it to him.
Ian had a brother one time that watched the first series and season of it.
He may have seen an episode here and there.
Yeah. He knows of a Zanpakuto.
He'll love
it. yeah.
He knows who Bleach Ego is.
Yes, exactly. Well, regardless, I watched that. I watched the first two
Blu-ray volumes.
Blu-ray volumes that Dylan had.
Number 3
has
shortly on the way.
Exactly. And so I obviously right now it's a question mark numbered, so it's we have a 4-part episode of the different multiple episodes we watched in those.
Mm-hmm.
And it is part 1 out of, we don't know yet because I don't know how many more volumes are going to, who's going to say, but I will retroactively fix these numbers whenever we have the full series on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, we watched another OVA for the irresponsible Captain Tylor.
Right, that finished out the entirety of the series.
Yes, it did.
So now that you've got that under your belt.
I love that show so much. What is number 163? Chase Lounge.
Oh,
so,
dude. He's got his own fucking room.
Bruh. Careful Planning Magic. Dylan,
hold him in our dimension
for long enough to record a podcast episode. We talked about the recent landscape of gaming, everything from the remaster of Oblivion. I think it was in that dude. That's so, and of course, obviously, we talked about a bunch of bullshit for Nintendo and Switch too.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely,
yeah, exactly.
Couldn't do without it.
What a fun time that was.
Oh, dude, this next one.
Okay,
holy shit!
I marked it as a movie, but obviously, it's not really.
Right.
So again, it's another one of those. It's kind of in the gray areas.
It was the first of its kind. Show.
For real.
Yeah.
We listened
to the old radio drama version of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Yeah.
By Harlan Ellison.
I had some feelings about this, dude.
You did.
I had a lot of feelings about it.
I'd consider this as one of, I don't often think about the worst possible scenarios to be in, as a human being. Right.
Yeah.
But when I think of this particular story and Am as a character,
there's a lot of good motifs
he makes
in
the list,
story.
Man.
Yeah.
It's I've talked about what scares me.
Yes.
What scares me.
Yeah.
Unknown alien organisms,
right?
Body horror. That's my top. Motherfucking zombies.
Yeah. Open
like,
bodies of water.
basic ass zombies. Like
yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean. Yeah.
But
women. I'm playing. Joking.
Followed
yeah.
shortly behind
Yes.
is being eternally tortured by a machine.
Scary.
Made by your own species that has learned to hate.
Scary.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's not a scenario I would wish upon my worst fucking enemy.
Right.
But that has cemented itself as one of my favorite like short stories involving any kind of horror. Because it's such a different flavor compared to what I'm used to and what actually like will get my goat.
Yeah.
As far as like scares go. But I mean that's chief among them. I'd say.
It was good. Again, like I said, I had feelings about it because I've never actually read the book or heard the radio drama.
This was against first exposure to it.
Yes,
you'd probably heard the name before, like here and there.
Yes, yeah. I didn't know the context of where it came from. Mm-hmm. I had heard it as a joke. I think before is like I have no mouth and I must scream.
I
like,
have no ass and I must shit.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah. In that kind of context.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that it was this kind of like first of its kind, scary. I mean, really kind of. I don't know, what would you call that? Like it's a really just a first of its kind, a progenitor of kind of interesting analog horror type scary stuff. And anyways, retro future look at some things, like that kind of stuff. So anyways, next on the list.
Oh yeah,
Godzilla versus
another classic
Gigan, dude. Oh. Love it.
This is I love it mainly because the main story involves a Godzilla theme park.
Bruh.
Which is the most outlandish thing that Japan could construct.
Yeah.
It's like this is a monster. A gigantic skyscraper-sized being that periodically comes to your country.
Yep.
And supposedly only your country.
Yep.
To just fuck it up. Like, and you've decided to make a theme park around it.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck are you thinking, man?
They have a big statue of
Godzilla Tower.
Oh, bro. What a dude. Yeah, there's no way. That's so funny.
It's insanity. It's like we have to capitalize on this somehow.
Yeah. Oh, man,
our economy's in the shitter from rebuilding all the fucking buildings. It's not going to work otherwise.
I love it. Anyway, it's another classic Godzilla. And then
we had one of the quintessentials.
Cornerstone.
Required viewing, no matter who you are.
I don't care who you are. What was the
thing? Who the hell do you think I am?
Who do you think you are? I am.
Right.
What was the thing you said before we started the show?
Oh, shit.
About Gurren Lagann? You said you're not depressed. You just haven't watched Gurren Lagann
Right.
yet.
You're not depressed. You just haven't watched Gurren Lagann
And
yet.
I agree.
Straight out of Jihad.
There's a lot of great
bare knuckle bot bash.
Yeah.
That's one machine equal to the gods.
What a great
dude. Imagine constructing a mech.
Yes.
That is on par with an entire pantheon.
Yeah. The Wang Ascendancy.
Oh, no.
For the irresponsible Captain Tyler. Paint it black, dude. Oh gosh,
swing hard, believe harder. Kenpachi of Saraki. Oh my god, dude.
Oh,
the soul still burns.
There's a lot.
These fucking titles. Oh my god, what was I thinking?
Oh, look at that. The wide back committee. For
Damn
Appleseed.
right.
I'm scrolling back through a lot of these old titles. Dude, these are some great names for these. But yes, Gurren Lagann was it has been.
It had been a while since you had seen anything of the series.
Yes,
I had probably showed you the movies.
Yes,
but that was it.
Yes, and I think a lot of it, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of it led up to. It was good, the movies, but I think there's a lot of like little new, like I have said on this show specifically before. There's a lot of like little nuance in things and
the movies
character
had
development
extra scenes here and there that really like. I'd say legitimized them existing.
Yeah.
Because they could have easily just done like regular compilation films of like shit that happened in the show.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have missed anything. But they went the extra mile and really fucking like nailed that finale.
They did. And I was actually kind of sad that the ending was different in the show.
Yeah.
That kind of upset me.
Because I mean, after you see that,
right?
For the movies, man, oh my God, it cannot be topped.
Hold on.
It cannot be Tengen topped.
Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. What I was saying is that the movies did a great job, but I do like the show because it did add some little nuance between certain characters. It added
everything.
Yeah, exactly. It added all the little extra stuff that kind of made some more emotional scenes feel a little more heavier because you have context like you would with a show like that. Right. And I've said that about many shows on this that we watch that are like compilation movies that are, kind of pared down, is that it loses some of that, which I'm okay with.
Right.
For what
some
it is.
Some are better examples than others.
100%. But, the ending...
Log On is special.
It adds a special ending,
right?
Which I think does it better justice. Basically,
oh yeah.
We watched the ending of the show, and I was like, "Wait, where's my ending?" Not only that's it. I was like, "So where's my fight? Where's my fight with my guy?
What happened to all the extra shit?
Yeah, what happened when he blows a hole in the guy? And he's like, ugh! And he's like, I'm like, come on, man! I'm waiting for him to. Dude.
That
minor spoiler alert.
Right.
If you can skip 15.
If you somehow
are
unfortunate enough to not have watched Gurren Lagann yet,
skip 15 seconds ahead.
Right.
There is nothing like bare knuckle boxing a freaking god of the universe amongst like the
current steward
fabric
of the universe,
the fabric of space time. You have gotten bigger than life itself.
You've gotten to his level.
Yes, yeah, literally, and
you're then right back down,
and you're beating the shit out of him. There's something so raw and the cherry on top of that show that fight sequence does. And the second that the credits rolled at the end, I was like, I know you're playing with me.
Right.
Where's my fight? I want to know my fight.
Yeah.
And so needless to say, we pulled up the fight on YouTube afterwards, and I was like, now we're good. And now I have finished Gurren Lagann.
Right.
Because the amount of times Dylan has shown me that fight sequence,
it never gets old.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
So fucking good.
Even without the context of the show, you're like, this shit's good.
This is some hype shit. But
then, of course, also with the context and all the episodes behind it makes it so much better. And the fact that we watched the show and that didn't happen, I was like, because at the time, I think that Dylan, I guess, or he may have told me in the past, and I don't remember it.
Right.
But at the time, Dylan was like, "All right, that's it." And I was like, "No, it's not."
It's like, what do you mean?
And you're like, "Yeah, yeah."
Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh no, that's a movie only thing." And I was like, "Bullshit." I've been had.
Right. You fucked me.
Yeah, you got me. You got me with my pants down.
My balls, they're blue. You son of a bitch.
You had me in the first half. But anyways, so that was it had been too long since it was criminal.
It was years.
It was criminal
since we had watched those films.
Yes, but it had also been criminal that I hadn't seen the full show in its entirety. But
another one of the unfortunate circumstances of how
That's okay. We remedied it, and we also cataloged it in a 3-part series on this show. So I would say I'm almost certain those Gurren Lagann episodes are some of our longest episodes in the catalog.
Oh yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, I think
we wouldn't have had it any other way.
The third part is almost 2 hours long.
Yep.
Yep. Each one is an hour and a half, except for the part of 30 words, basically 2 hours long. And I wouldn't have it any. That's 2 hours of the most rawest, purest feelings about that show.
Completely justified.
I haven't listened to those episodes since we recorded them, and I stand by everything I said in that episode.
You're goddamn right.
I don't know what episode 270 here is. Butterboy.
What the fuck?
Dylan chasing myself. You have about video games. This is one of our filler episodes. After some heavy plot development, which after Gurren Lagann, that's actually that feels very apt.
Think of it like our beach episode. What?
Or like our hot springs episode,
but with less skin and innuendos.
Wow.
Oh my god! I have to listen to that shit. What the fuck did we talk about?
To be honest, I don't know if we actually talked about. any of that, but I may have just had it. There's a handful of times where I sit down and I type up. So again, Dylan comes up with the titles, I come up with the descriptions, and sometimes I go a bit. I'm sitting here by myself, and I come up with a very. I come up with some very funny descriptions for these episodes.
Oh
but
man!
Next, 171, The Wind Rises.
That's another heavy hitter.
We have watched that in the past, but I don't think we did an episode on it.
Right.
And what a great.
I want to say that was our second viewing of it.
But yeah, I believe so.
In total. And man, that was. It's a Ghibli film.
Oh, dude.
So I'm sure you can imagine.
Oh gosh, dude,
it's the kind of shit that's gonna leave you feeling.
Yeah, especially because this one is it's a little. I would say a little less of like the whimsical.
Right.
Not to say it's not there because it is, but
it's definitely specified to be like a dream sequence.
Yeah,
for anything that happens like I wouldn't the outlandish sort.
Correct, and I wouldn't call it adult, but I feel like it leans a little bit more adult than some of the other more overtly whimsical, fun,
right,
children centric. Ones. This is one that if you watch,
you're gonna feel some shit.
You better be prepared to.
Unless you're a heartless monster.
That's what I was gonna say. You and me are thinking that we're on the same wavelength. Right. I was gonna say if you watch this and don't at least shed one little tear,
you're not
and
human.
feel sad. I don't want to be friends with you. You're a soulless, heartless demon.
Right.
I don't trust you. Because that shit gets.
You're a loser type of geek and a slot. All right,
and amen. And bruh, and then I have never, dude. I have never watched. I've never watched the movie Dredd. But
we haven't watched the original Judge Dredd either.
No, but we watched the new one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what year that one came out, but I think it's
early 2000s. I want to say.
Yeah. And we watched that one with Chase.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's some good stuff, man.
I'm not going to say it's a contender,
right,
but it
was definitely enjoyable.
It was far more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's another one of those that I had a lot of emotions on in a good way.
Judgment Time.
Bruh,
dude. That entire
And if I'm not mistaken, I think also around that same time, again, for anybody on their bingo cards, I'm going to mention Helldivers again, is that Helldivers kind of, I think around that same time released like a War Bond that had like a Judge Dredd armor set.
Had
which
some items that definitely took inspiration.
Which I'm all for. And they're great, dude. It's great weapons and armor in the game. It's really great. But yes.
Oh, man. You want to talk about heavy hitters? This
you want to talk about sad, buddy?
Yeah, dude. We christened Violet Evergarden for our show, and holy fuck. I had watched it recently, like before we recorded anything for it, and I was like, damn, this is some sad shit. And I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get the Blu-rays. I was telling Ian about it. I was like, man, we gotta watch this at one point or another because it is gonna hit you.
And I think our main man, one of our big fans of the show, I believe, also kind of had mentioned the fact that we should also watch this because in recent history I had talked about watching a sad movie or so and being like, damn, that hits me good. And I at least I think, am I wrong?
I think he.
Or maybe he was talking about a different.
I know we had talked about it, but I don't know what specifically he had said in the comments about it. But
regardless, I could be wrong, Mr. Toasty Knight. If you're there and I am speaking out of turn, please correct me. But I could have swore at least whenever we had talked about on one of our previous episodes before the Violet Evergarden ones, I could have swore he was like, you should watch A and B, and one of them was Violet Evergarden. I think when I said it, you went, oh man,
well that does it.
And I was like, oh,
we got to do it.
I was like, well, come on, I got to now. But I could be thinking of something else. Anyways, we had again over the course of the
this shit is all over the place.
Well, again, in our defense, we kind of took a break.
Our catalog is nothing if not varied.
Yes, it is.
God damn.
So
we had a bit of a departure after the second part of Violet Evergarden.
Well, there's a reason. There's a reason.
Right.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, whereas Okay. So we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh, damn.
270.
We had a couple conversational episodes involving Final Fantasy.
Yes, we did. Well, because at that point you had started the playthrough again, and you finished it out. Sir Wade of Rosario was episode 273, where we talked about, let's see, dive into the wild world of
oh shit!
Oh
no! Oh fuck!
Oh no! The wild world of Gundam 00. We haven't.
We had finished the first season.
Wait, that when is this?
I don't know if
June.
Oh fuck! I was halfway through the year,
bruh. June as we started watching 00.
Jesus Christ!
Giant mechs, moral dilemmas, and more explosions that we can more explosions that we can handle.
Oh,
we also chat about blowing stuff up strategically in Broken Arrow, which is a game I was playing at the time. Dylan's emotional roller coaster through Final Fantasy 16, and give a much deserved shout out to the one and only Sir Wade, real protagonist.
That dude had his own fucking story.
Bruh, what a guy. But anyways, that was just before we started watching the Violet Evergarden.
That's two relatively big things.
Yes. So we watched. If I'm not mistaken, we watched a handful of episodes in part 1, a handful of episodes in part 2. I don't remember exactly how many, but if I'm not mistaken, after part 2, it ends on like a pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say ends, but like. I think it was like episode 9 or something.
Yeah,
it was
not even like the full set.
Correct.
Of OVAs,
we still had like
a pretty good endpoint.
I think we still had like 3 or 4 episodes left of the show, and it felt like a good, like emotional kind of conclusion. And at that point, I was like, I need a second.
Right.
I think is what I had said.
Yeah. I gotta take a breather.
Yes, and I think that Mechanical Missives. Secondhand shit.
Holy shit.
Dude. And then, of course...
Clive of the Blinding Dawn.
Yes.
That had to be the one where I finished it.
John was here with us, and I think it
definitely.
Was. After apparently 4 years, John has finally come back to the show. And that's true. He was with us from our humble beginnings. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, I had just finished it. Wow. Holy shit.
Bunch of crystals and multi-purpose boss fight.
That took 2 hours.
Yeah. I believe we can all say that this was definitely a Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
He said the thing at the end.
Oh, man.
So that's one.
That was the funniest fucking shit.
So I think that obviously John was around and Dylan had finished Final Fantasy, so we sat down and
had to talk about it.
It was a lot. There was a lot to talk about.
It was so good.
And then, of course, I think we also had a little bit of a reprieve.
A complete departure.
277, we watched The Fast and the Furious.
The Quick and the Pissed. Dude. That was something else, man. It felt like I was back in the...
the early 2000s.
The early 2000s.
Yeah, dude. It brought us back.
So good.
I have to say, The Quick and the Pissed is one of my most favorite episode titles of this show, I think. And then, of course, the very next week at 278, we watched the last few episodes of Violet Evergarden.
Right.
And we finished the show after a little bit of an emotional break. But the movie that I was talking about that Dakota's going to be upset with, that he wasn't here for, that we talked about, and he actually says... Didn't he say he was going to fight you or something?
He's going to do something.
Yeah, he says he's going to do something.
We'll figure it out.
But was The Fast and the Furious. That apparently was a movie he was very fond of. And myself,
I knew better. But I mean,
those first...
I didn't know. I don't think he was available at the time.
Exactly. And I don't think we thought about it either. I think it just was something that happened.
Spur of the moment.
Exactly. But definitely we are going to pay for it afterwards.
We'll make it up to him.
Yes. Those first like 2 or 3 Fast and Furious movies, I was a big fan of. And then we had what is 279? Where we at here? 17 beers on a Tuesday. That was one that Ethan was around for.
Yeah, definitely.
That
was after he had gotten back from the hike.
Yeah. This is gosh, you're not kidding. Finally graced with his presence. Covered all the blah, 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 blah. It was all his stuff with his Mount Kilimanjaro trip that he kind of talked. And of course, all the beers that we were drinking that night. I don't think we actually drank 17 beers, but I think we had It was
a decent amount.
It was.
Yeah.
And
Enough
then,
to feel it.
For episode
started Andor.
For episode 280, we started Andor.
The first bit of Star Wars I'd consumed in
many years.
Yeah, God knows how long.
Because all the recent stuff has been hot garbage, as we've talked about.
It just hasn't been hitting.
But Andor, we have it now. I haven't seen season 2, so
Right.
so please, anybody in the comments, don't yell at me because I haven't seen season 2 yet.
Right.
So I don't know anything about.
We had a total of 6 episodes on this.
We had a 6
spread
part
out between a pretty decent chunk of time between each.
Yes, we did. Because I think we did that kind of on purpose. We wanted to have it kind of be almost every other one,
Right.
because obviously it was going to be a long series. Obviously, because I think we watched like 2 episodes at a time, and there was 12 episodes, and they were each like an hour or something long. So it was a lot
fairly lengthy.
There was a lot of content to go through, and of course, and I think we didn't want to. Initially, I was like, we could do like 3 episodes per podcast episode, and the more we looked at it, I was like, that's going to put us sitting down for like 3-hour sessions of watching something, which is a bit much for me, I think.
A little too big for our britches.
Too much for me. And then, like we had said before, we watched Cooler's Revenge with Kobe for 281, which was, as we said,
Titled Goku Jump Scare.
Oh, man, that's so good.
That fucking scene is the best, man. At one point during the story, Goku has been out of commission.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been out of commission, like stuck in a cave, where Gohan and Krillin have been like looking after him, making sure he doesn't fucking bleed out. And after Gohan like gives him a sensu bean, finally, one of Cooler's minions decides to like blow up the cave entrance, but not before Goku is able to get the sensu bean, make a full recovery. And the dude's scouter is like going nuts, like scanning the power levels in the cave.
Yeah.
And it goes haywire as soon as it picks Goku up because
of course.
it's just too fucking strong, right?
Yep. It's Goku, yeah.
And so it just fucking explodes like off of his head. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then as soon as he looks back toward the cave, he's just there.
He's just standing
Goku
there.
is standing there. Like no like power flowing out of him or nothing. No aura you see.
Just chilling.
It's just base Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right. He may as well have been T-posing
right
into a certain dominance.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good,
it's
dude.
Perfect.
He's like a fucking slasher villain.
Yeah, exactly. It's good shit.
Right. So he wipes the floor with that.
It's so good.
With that fucking loser, and then beats Cooler's ass after a bit of difficulty. And dude, I love Cooler's design.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like he's Frieza's brother, right? So he's got that same weird alien with a tail look.
Of course.
But as soon as he transforms, dude,
the big boy.
It's so fucking
It
cool.
is really cool.
He's got this awesome, like, crested helmet.
Yeah. Like the face shield thing.
Right, the face shield.
Yeah, super
That's
cool.
just part of his fucking body.
Yeah.
He turns into, like, a fucking Power Ranger.
For real.
Like a fucking Ultraman villain.
Exactly. It's perfect.
Oh.
But as we had said before, we kind of staggered out the Andor episodes. So we have Blowdipes and Blasters, Clem Crime,
Skeen Scum.
Yeah, Skeen Scum.
Tiny. Wait, no, that's a different one.
Yeah.
That's the time I was converted to watching subs only for anime.
Hold on.
Oh my God, our fucking light novel title.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
But we actually, again, we had watched Spirited Away before.
Yeah.
But this is the first time we actually did like an episode on it. Right. And that was actually a surprise. And
what was it? That's our second Ghibli film from last year?
I think from this year we watched The Wind Rises. We watched From Up on Poppy Hill. Yeah, so at that point.
Fourth? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, that was number 4. Because we got Nausicaa.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Nausicaa.
Poppy
Hill.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wind Rises, Spirited Away. And it's not even the last one.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, fuck.
We watched. I was gonna say we watched
got a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, so we. Pardon me. I'm getting choked up. A Butcher's Bathhouse was Spirited Away.
Right.
As we had said, we watched more Andor, and then of course I think Ethan was around for this one, which was what is that? What episode is that? 285.
Centric episode talking about the shows we would watch.
Yes. Ethan's back on the show, and he talked about all the anime that he and Dylan have been watching together, which was apparently a bunch.
We watched Freerun and Delicious in Dungeon.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And there's also there was too many Trump impressions. Ethan was like really trying to work out his Trump impression for some reason.
Right. We had a Halo episode on there. I see.
Well,
Mr. Chief.
We're getting there. I think that's we watched The Secret World of Arrietty as the next one. So if I'm not mistaken, that puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I think in total we watched 6 of this year. So this one was 5, was Secret World of Arrietty. Again, we watched that one in the past, but never done an episode on it. We called that one Tiny Takers, which is great.
Car and Cubicle.
Yeah, let's see what
for another Andor.
Let's see what Mr. Chief is. Dylan and I finished our playthrough of ODS.
Shit!
Really? That's great. Wow. I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
I straight up just watched you play ODST. That's great. That is. I remember that, but I didn't remember it being October of this year. That's wild.
Oh wow.
It says, and as we were planning for the show, he said to me, "Man, I really want to talk about Halo." and here we are. We discussed retro games from the past.
There's just a few things that I can talk days on end about. And that's mechs, Halo, and different assorted shows and like series I'm a big fan of.
Definitely. But that was 287. Watched some more Andor. And then, of course, Ethan was back on, and we watched The Emperor's New Groove, which is interesting.
Oh, man. We had way more conversational episodes than I remember.
Yeah. Well, I think this year,
compared to the other years.
Yeah. I think that we had
Schrodinger's drummer.
Yeah, dude. That was a me episode. I yapped on. 290 was a me episode. I sat here and talked about all of the. That was actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. This year, episode 290 really meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
I talked about. I was having like a big revelation about life and about death and. Because of just some circumstances and events that were taking place in my life at the time, and just some crazy things that were happening. And at the time, I also got to see some really great musicians that I was a really big fan of, and it was just that moment where I was just like reminiscing and being like very, very appreciative and thankful about life, and was like, and I just got to sit here with my best friend Dylan here and talk for an hour and 10 minutes about. Life can suck sometimes, but there's moments like this where you're like, you know what? There's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot in life that
shit could be a hell of a lot worse.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what that episode was. So 290, I look back on that one, I'm like, man, that was
good stuff.
It may not be good content. Dylan may not have had a good time, but I remember just sitting here being like,
man. I always have a good time on this show.
I love it.
It's impossible not to.
And then of course, and then if episode hold on. If episode 290 is mine, episode 291 was Dylan's.
Ours? Come on now.
No, you're right. But I was gonna say, but if I have to pick one that's mine,
right.
solely, I would say that the name of this episode, I would say you would claim it first before I did. I inherited it from you. The episode of 291 is "I Love My Krogan Son."
Yeah.
And he may not be my son, like he is Dylan's, but I'm definitely his godfather now.
I'd say you're in the family.
Yeah, I'm in the family now.
You've experienced enough. You've been with me like every step of this playthrough.
You're not kidding.
Like for the whole series. I mean, you're in.
I know, and dude,
we started Mass Effect.
But I think when I say that is that I think you have many more years of experience with this. Yeah. That's the only thing I mean by that. Is like if I'm going to give it to you, I'm going to give it to you because you have a lot more veterancy than I do with this series.
I've raised a couple Krogans in my time.
This is your first go around with a Krogan son. But anyway, so for episode 291, we talked about our walkthrough of Mass Effect 1 and 2. And we haven't, and oh gosh, and of course the inevitable romance with Ashley that I'm not looking forward to.
Oh God, I still gotta get there. We haven't even started it.
I know. But anyways, we haven't watched or we haven't played 3 yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So that was what 90, 91 were again more Andor kind of towards the end, and this is our final. Ghibli film of 25. This is our 6th one, which is crazy to think about. Ponyo.
That's another one Ethan was present for. Although at the midpoint of it, he just kind of showed up.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had planned on having him there beforehand. I don't think he was able to, and then all of a sudden he was. So I remember. I think he walked in.
Yeah,
and he was
after
present.
The big flood happened.
Yeah, he was there after the big flood, and I'm pretty sure he slept for the rest of the. He laid on the couch and fell asleep for the rest of it.
Dozed off a couple times.
Yeah, but then I think he still joined us for the episode regardless. Which, if I'm not mistaken, for anybody who really loves Ponyo, I want to go ahead and apologize for this episode in particular. Because
I love my fish girlfriend.
I love my stupid fish girlfriend. Because I'm almost certain that this episode went off the rails.
Yeah.
I think there was numerous times that I tried to get it back and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Ethan fully held the reins and he went on his own. He was captain of that ship.
It's known to happen.
It's known to happen. And it definitely was for that one. So that was an hour-long episode and I don't know what we talked about. Not going to lie.
Oh, everything under the sun,
You're
I'm
right.
sure.
And then one of our first episodes with my girlfriend, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was
Goblins
Labyrinth.
took my toddler.
Bruh. We watched a movie called Labyrinth. And I had never seen that film, and
it's something else.
It is something else.
I'd probably consider it one of my favorites, honestly.
It's good. I really enjoyed it.
Solely because of David Bowie.
Yes. And then I didn't catalog all this, and I guess I probably should, but technically my girlfriend Maya was present for like the tail end of the year, and I didn't catalog her as like a host on the show, like a co-host, because she wasn't she was present.
Yeah, she was there, but
and
she
gave her wayward
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's all we got out of her, which is okay.
Is what it is.
Yes, and I think we had our Thanksgiving episode.
Very Batarian Thanksgiving.
A very Batarian Thanksgiving. And of course, the joke is that the Batarians aren't actually there, and everyone was thankful, which is
best,
what a great description, and it's very
fictional racism against different species is the best.
I'll never forget. After the episode was done, Maya and I were walking to the bedroom, and she misheard that we said Batarian, and she didn't know how to spell it, but she tried to Google it to try and be more knowledgeable about what we were joking around about. And she was like, "You guys were going pretty hard on those." Like, I don't know what she said, but she mispronounced Batarian. She's like, I couldn't figure out. She's like, I don't know what you guys were talking about. But what is that? I was like, it's
a real race of people that we are discriminating against.
well, again, so I sat there and we laid in the bed and I educated her. I was like, it's Batarian, but I was like, but wait, but what I told her,
gave her the whole rundown,
a little bit. I was like, here's what they are, here's what
they've done.
Yes, exactly. And she was like,
this is why we hate them.
Yeah, and this is why we're kind of racist against this this fictional race. And she's like, oh, I totally get it now. At first, I was like, yeah, definitely.
Good.
Yeah. So I was like, I felt
she's
like
in the fold.
Exactly. So yeah,
that's fucking great.
Yeah, 296.
Oh my god!
So after a handful of months later, we had finished up of our 6-part series of Andor. We finished up with Brasso's Brick.
And that is the first season concluded.
Bruh, what a great show!
It's so fucking good.
It's
insane.
Not a lightsaber present. Not a force power present,
and it still feels like Star Wars.
And it felt like more Star Wars than we've gotten out of anything in the past few iterations of shows. I don't know what this one is.
Backlog battles.
Tonight we opened up the floodgates and talked about Iron Blood. Okay.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was the one where I fucking. Oh my god. Yeah, I could talk about fucking Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundams.
We basked in our shame. We shook our fist. The price of the
god.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that's true. That is very factual. We did the same thing. We did the same thing at the top of this episode right now. And then the last movie of the year.
How apt.
Was The Last Unicorn.
Yeah.
And we because of the enemy of the movie is called the Red Bull. The episode is it gives you wings.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man.
But that is every single movie, and of course, obviously, like show and series we've watched throughout this past year. So now, Dylan. Now, with this being said, we're right at time, to be honest. Actually, so this is very appropriate. Is there anything that sticks out to you that you feel like would be appropriate for the award, because there is one on here that I think, again, we don't have to agree. How we've done this in the past is we kind of have thrown in our opinions, and then we have talks amongst ourselves and delegated and or deliberated, whatever the proper word is I'm thinking of.
Right.
And then we've come to a consensus. Because Ethan is not present, obviously he's busy, and he was only on 7 episodes.
Right. We can only cast so
exactly. So between the two of us, we'll have to come to a consensus between 50-50. Can I tell you the one that I was thinking of?
Yeah, go ahead. Are you
one of my I really thought that this movie
Holy
was
shit.
I really thought this movie was going to be bad. I thought I was not going to like the movie. And to be honest, I had thoughts and feelings.
Right.
If you listen back to the episode, I had strong opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I had strong feelings, and I had my.
Honestly, because of that, I didn't think that was going to get your vote.
I'm just saying it is. I'm not saying it's the vote. I'm saying it's a vote of all the ones where I. Again, if you think about the awards, it's either ones that we thought were going to be bad, we thought we wouldn't like, or again, we went into it with a certain. It subverted our expectations, and I think that movie, whenever now again, it's very fresh in my mind, so maybe that's why I'm feeling this way. But again, for me, I think it encompasses that of like, even though I have strong feelings towards it, I still left laughing and enjoying the film, and I think that is also kind of worthy of at least talking about it. So I'm putting my.
It's a mark of quality.
I'm putting my mark on.
As far as I'm concerned.
And that's what I'm saying.
Whenever you're able to pop off about something like that.
And that's what I was thinking as well. Because a lot of these obviously are all.
Like we got a lot of fucking bangers.
We got
we have
a lot of Ghibli films.
Yeah.
And some of which I knew were gonna probably be good or were gonna be whimsical and fun.
Right. It's a given.
Yeah.
Almost.
I didn't think that this was gonna be bad at all. A Cooler's Revenge, and it's not. It's a Dragon Ball Z film, so I feel like, maybe Dread. You know, maybe that's an option.
Right. Right.
I hesitate to give it to another Godzilla film, even if it's wacky and goofy, because I feel like Final Wars really deserves that spot, and I don't know. And this is where we talked about before about potentially incorporating one of the series.
Yeah. Because
there's so many great movies. We watched a lot. We watched damn near a half dozen of freaking Ghibli films. We watched some really good bangers. As far as movies go, I didn't think The Labyrinth was going to be bad.
Right.
But I've also heard that it is a Jim Henson classic, and there's freaking David Bowie in it, and it's just so even.
How could you go wrong?
My expectations weren't poor of that movie, and so maybe that doesn't quite fit the mold in my personal opinion.
It's only getting harder to.
Well, that's what
single something out.
The Emperor's New Groove we watched. That's that classic.
Right.
That's not. I don't know if
that shit's fucking royalty.
Again, if you want to talk about, if we're going to try and bend the rules a little bit, I didn't know anything about I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Another one that I had very powerful opinions about. That maybe would
honestly, how did you feel about that as far as comparing it to? You almost can't compare it to like the rest of what we've watched.
Yeah, it felt like an audiobook.
Watched,
yeah, and I liked it. Again, I had never maybe Appleseed. I didn't, but I'm not sure if for you. Obviously, you probably have more experience. I think I may have. I think this may have been the first time I watched it. Right?
We had started the OVA for Appleseed like way back when, but we never finished it. And it had been long enough by the point that we had watched it for the show.
Yes,
that I'm sure you didn't remember much.
Yeah, it felt fresh.
Right.
Again,
I'd say it's an option.
I didn't think it was bad. I didn't expect it to be bad. And for me, I'm also probably a bit biased. Whenever I see an old-ish anime that looks like it's from the 80s or 90s, I'm like, oh, it's going to be pretty good.
Right.
Even if it's cheesy or kitschy or trashy or whatever.
Right.
I'm like, the art style. Chances are the music's going to be good.
Yep.
The
one way or another.
Animation's going to be fire or whatever. And so, I wouldn't be surprised if I looked at Appleseed and go, it can't be that bad.
Right. Exactly.
But obviously we have, again, more Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla Event Horizon, which is, Nausicaa. The road to El Dorado, I didn't think it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is what I was talking about, where we may try and...
Yeah, this is tough.
It's tough because do we want...
I'm going to...
I don't know.
I'm gonna break the mold.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast my vote for Bleach.
Okay, Bleach.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. I hear you. I hear you and see you.
If we're gonna be counting the series, which is honestly like half of what we watched.
Yeah, you're right.
Encompassing last year.
Again, we watched some a lot of our episodes this year. And this is why I was talking about, or we had talked about before the show, potentially bending the rules a little bit, because we watched a 4-part series on Bleach, a 3-part series on Gurren Lagann, a 3-part series on Violet Evergarden, a 6-part series on Andor. So that right there
we got a lot.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16. Yeah, we're tiptoeing on almost half of our episodes of the year are all a series of some kind. Now,
do you want to know why I cast my vote for Bleach?
Why is that?
Because it was the first exposure to the series I had had in years.
Yes.
I'd fallen off of it.
Okay.
Because of all the filler.
Yeah, you're right.
I could not stay invested because of how much filler they put into that goddamn show.
Yes.
And then Dakota, out of nowhere, approaches me and is like, hey, man, what you doing this weekend?
Right.
And I'm like, not much. What you got? And it was like, you're going to come over and you're going to watch 1,000 Year Bloodborne with me.
Okay.
And I'm like, I haven't
Why?
watched Bleach in years, man. I'm fucking lost.
Right.
He's like, I don't care.
We're going to do it.
I'm going to catch you up.
Yep, tonight.
Right. And so I go over there, and that's exactly what happened.
That's beautiful.
And I was over the moon. I enjoyed it enough to where I read the rest of it. I read the rest of the story.
Yeah, you're right.
On his fucking QuickBooks, because QuickBooks, like it's fucking taxes.
Yeah.
On his like Google.
I read the rest of the manga on his TurboTax.
Right.
I'm playing.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
It was a decent end to the series. And I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I don't do that for many shows if they've got a manga.
Especially
if they've already got an anime adaptation, chances are I'll watch that and then be done with it.
Right.
I've only done that for a few series, like ones that I could count on one of my hands.
Yeah.
Now, Bleach being among them, that's a mark of quality for me.
Would Dorohedoro be that?
Yes.
I want to say.
For sure.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
That's one that we haven't watched, by the way.
Oh,
one of these days.
We're going to get there.
Aren't they doing a season 2, you said?
Yes. They have confirmed a season 2 in production.
Nice.
I've got the first volume of the manga that I'm eventually going to hand over to you so that you can get a nice little sampler.
Nice.
But man, it's
good.
It's good stuff.
It's good from what you've told me.
Mm-hmm.
But see, and I hear you. I hear you on your that is a great contender for 1,000 Year Blood War. I don't know how you feel about now. I don't know. We watched Violet Evergarden.
We did.
I
knew how good.
You knew how good.
Damn.
Yeah, you knew how good it was. I
had heard the name. I had seen like bits and pieces.
Yes.
I had heard a brief synopsis, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot."
Yeah.
And the
animation's beautiful. It's a great show.
Gorgeous.
So maybe not that one, but now I may have overhyped this for you. So maybe this doesn't have the same contender, but. Star Wars has been not doing good.
Oh yeah.
So to all of a sudden stumble across, I had worked
just absolute diamond in the rough.
I watched the first 4 or 5 episodes, I think, and then you and me both finished the rest of the show together.
Right. That was some good shit.
It was some
like holy fuck,
a pleasant surprise.
I've gone into detail like during our episodes.
Yes,
the most Star Wars that we've gotten in God knows how long.
Yes.
And it's fantastic.
So anyways, that's all I'm saying. Of all the series, the ones that I also think that I would probably throw another vote into if I had to would probably be Andor, as far as like I didn't know. I watched the first half of it and stopped because I knew I wanted to watch it with you, and I know I wanted to do more with it, and I knew it wasn't the way in which I was watching it was like on my computer, and I was like, I need to watch this on the sound system in the living room. I need to watch this in a big. I need to watch this in a big
better
screen.
Way to do it.
Exactly. And so I kind of had put it off but the second I was able to convince you, and I think you're a bit apprehensive at first, for good reason.
Right.
But whenever you finally agreed to it, I was like, bruh.
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
I'm so glad.
It's so good.
But so, how do you feel?
I feel like, oh man, I feel like with the parameters we've set for this award in the past, and for how we feel about it, I feel like we got to give it to Andor.
At least season 1.
Season 1,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Which I would probably I'd probably mark that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good.
Okay.
Yeah,
I agree, and I like that, and I'm not against that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone at home, here we are.
The final winner.
The final winner.
Season 1 of Star Wars Andor.
Wow,
that's
a big
shot out of left field.
That's a big praise. Especially because, like I said before, I hit a...
Compared to everything else we've given the award to.
100%.
That's the first series.
That's the... And you know what? Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, and the fact that you said that, the first series, I feel good about that.
Yeah. It works.
Season 1 of Andor, I think, really caught me by surprise. Especially right now in the climate of Star Wars, where I have been very sad about it. And Star Wars is a very... I have not watched... We have not watched Star Wars movies,
right?
And that's partially on
anything
me.
Beyond all of the mainline films,
yes,
including Rogue One, which I consider like a spinoff.
Yes,
this series has been the only thing related to Star Wars that we've watched,
right? For good reason,
at least for me.
Well, except for this show,
yeah,
because obviously the two things that I said when we started this show is like this show is supposed to be usually something that I haven't seen or one person on the show has not seen before,
right,
to give it that kind of nice flavor of like someone has watched it before and someone is sharing their opinion of like, I've never seen this. This is my feelings on it. And I think that's what this show has been.
Right. It fits.
It fits. And sometimes we bend our own rules. That's okay. Yeah. But for me, of the things that I know too much about and I could probably sit here and yap about is Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, the two things are the pillars in which my...
To Pandora's box.
Yeah, exactly. The pillars in which my nerd foundation rests upon.
Right.
And to be honest, I think probably Lord of the Rings takes up a little bit more of that now in recent history because of all the stuff that's happened with Star Wars. Yep. And the fact that we can sit here and say that we watched a Star Wars show and it pleasantly surprised us so much.
It did it good enough.
It did a good enough job
to supplant itself as a candidate for the Hjönse.
Yes. And I feel good. I feel good giving it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I think it's appropriate.
All right. Well, also, what I'll do as well, I'll put, and then I'll also bold this bad guy, so that way we know. Id. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a fun time.
Yeah.
On to 2026.
We'd like to thank the committee.
Yes.
I.e. us.
The Wide Bat Committee for all their generous donations.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, dude, what a fun time. We have had some really great episodes this year. Maybe less in the vein of movies, but at the same time, I think we stretched our legs a little bit. Watched a bunch of really cool anime shows. Watched really cool shows. We watched a few freaking classics we haven't got the chance to watch before.
Right, required viewing.
100%. And here we are on the other side, and I couldn't have done it without
Turned out
you.
pretty good.
Yes. Well, we're definitely over time.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Is there anything else you wanna share?
Yeah. No, I think we hit all the names.
Yeah. During the Christmas holiday, we had the flu just absolutely tear through our house.
Yeah.
And so we were all
the
sick.
Second dark age.
Bro, we were all sick as hell. So I'm happy now that
getting over
I was going to say I'm happy that we're all feeling better and that we're in the new rhythms.
Mm-hmm.
So now hopefully we can get back into our regular swing of things and feel pretty good again. So anyways, you know how to get in touch with us, people.
Right.
And if you don't, listen to any one of our other 299 episodes of this show.
You'll find a way.
Yes, we have a YouTube channel where you can type in @Hindsight Studios in like the search bar or / at the end of the blah blah blah, and you can find there. And maybe sure to subscribe, like the episodes, all the fun stuff. And we have comment sections on the YouTube videos as well as on Spotify, where if you want to try and reach out to us and say some fun stuff or let us know what you think about it, that would be much appreciated, and I would really love to hear from you guys. Here's to another 300 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys. And until next week,
see ya.
Bye-bye.